Live! Okay, very excited. Katie and my best mate,
Katie.
both Katies, very easy, can't
Easy for you
speak.
to say.
Easy for me to say. So if you don't know, I'm a professional makeup artist and founder of Beauty in the Boutique. And Beauty in the Boutique has been built by us both together as mates.
Yeah, how lucky are we?
So today we're showing you all about this makeup palette. This makeup palette is one and done. It gives you the most amazing eye look and it also gives you the glowiest look to your complexion. So if we're ready, Katie, are we ready?
I'm ready, I've got my brushes.
Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is a really pretty eye look using this. And again, you can use this palette all over your face, which I'm going to show you. And if you want to read more about this palette or see it on different skin tones, then you can find the link below. So the links are in this post somewhere. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a brush. Now, if you didn't have a brush at home, you could even use a Q-tip. That's how easy this is. The first thing we're going to do is take this lovely bronzy colour here.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to apologise if I'm not looking at you and I start looking at myself. It's because I don't have a mirror.
That's how easy it is.
So I'm going to use my phone to see what I'm doing. So we're going to tap in. Now, I'm going to share some tips that you can use at home as well with you know, eyeshadow that you own, so you can get maximum value out of this live. So you're going to tap in. Then what we're going to do is tap off. Now, the reason we tap in and tap off is because you want to build up eyeshadow gradually, and that way it allows for mistakes. So we're going to use this shade here to give us a mini eye lift. So to do that, we're going to look where our arch is in our, well, we're going to find our socket, and you'll find the socket and it's the hard bone here. And a really easy tip to help you find where we're going to create this shadow, you always want to make sure it's slightly darker than your skin tone, is you want to look where your eyelashes hit, and where they end, that's where we want to put the shadow, because that is going to give us the best lift possible.
I suppose it gives that illusion of the crease, doesn't it?
It does. We're going to add in the illusion that the crease is higher. So you're going to take your pinky finger and you're going to rest it on your cheek. This is going to stabilize your brush, and you're going to pop the brush in the middle and you're going to go backwards and forwards like a little windscreen wiper. Now, because this is such an easy palette to use, you don't even need to be an expert. You will see how quickly this gives me a little eye lift.
Do you know what the tip I
Done.
really love is starting in the middle, because I always go in and go sort of like that, and then you end up with too much on the centre.
If you start in the middle with your eyeshadow, you've got space to work backwards and forwards.
That's a great tip.
So there you go. Now, if you wanted to go one further, you could take your shadow, the leftover that's on your brush, and go underneath your lower lash line, and that gives it more of a smoky look. Okay, I'm going to show you all what you can do with this palette, and then you can decide the bits you want to do, the bits you don't want to do. But again, you can use these tips with shadow that you own at home as well.
That's nice.
So that's really pretty. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this champagne colour here. Now, this champagne colour, let me show you, because I'm going to actually swipe some on the back of my hand, and you can see it's got a really lovely sheen to it. Now, lots of people get scared of this sheen because they think like, oh, it might highlight wrinkles and things like that, but it won't if you use it in the way I'm going to show you, because we're actually going to pop this colour in the centre of our lower lid. And what that is actually going to do is actually bring our eyes forward and make them glisten and make them look pretty. So if you don't have lots of brushes at home, this is a tip I'm going to share with you that you can do with your brushes. And it's simply to get a microfiber cloth that you might have in your cupboard, you know, that you use for cleaning, and you're just going to brush off your makeup brush onto the microfiber. And the reason we do that is because we don't want to put this dark colour into the lighter colour. And it also means that if you're someone at home, you don't have lots of makeup brushes, makes your one brush work a lot harder for you.
That's such a great tip.
So let's take this colour here.
Is it for the champagne one?
The champagne, we're going to tap in and then we're going to tap off. Say it with me. Tap off. Okay, and again, using your pinky finger as your stabilizer. This time, instead of brushing the colour on, we're actually going to pat the colour on. And the reason we're going to pat the colour on is because when you want a shadow to look really quite more intense, and although this colour is quite a safe colour to go intense with, you want to pat the colour on instead of when you lightly brush backwards and forward. That really helps diffuse the shadow, whereas we want to get this colour and pat it on.
So you get more sort of colour payoff.
Yeah, you get more colour payoff. And I'm going to share with you a really cool little tip in a minute, what you can do with this palette when you want to super boost it for an evening look. I mean, you could do any of this. You could just do this in the day, just put this on the, in fact, what I'll do is maybe this can be the night look and this could be the day look. So
nice glisten to it, hasn't it?
I'm going to build up, this is going to be my kind of night look. But what I'm going to do for my day look is I'm going to take this champagne shade, tap off, and I'm just going to pat onto my lower, onto my eyelid. And you can see all that's done is actually brightened and wakened up my eye.
Just gives it a little colour, proper colour.
Yeah, so it's a really easy, I mean, you couldn't go, you know, you can't go wrong with that. It's just a simple done.
That's
okay,
nice.
but on this eye, this is going to be a more dramatic eye. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this creamy shadow here, and you'll see it's got a really lovely glisten to it as well. Might not be able to see in the light, but it's got a, it's slightly, it's almost got like an iridescence to it. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little Q-tip.
Oh, let me grab a Q-tip.
I'll give you a Q-tip there, Katie.
Thank you.
And we're going to take some water. We're going to dampen the Q-tip.
This water is clean water.
Yeah, and again, you can do this at home with what you already own. And then you're going to take, now this works best if this has a real sheen to it, like this one does. And you're going to roll the Q-tip into the sheeny colour. And it's best if it's this kind of colour here, because we're going to use it to brighten the tear duct area, which is going to make our eyes look glistening, pretty, and it's going to make the colour of your eyes just look brighter because it's going to bring out the whites of your eyes. So to do that, now it doesn't matter when you get your eyeshadows wet at home, because as long as they dry off fully, you leave them open to dry, they'll be perfectly fine.
it won't
to
damage
use.
your
No, it won't
colour.
damage. Going to tap off a little bit there. Then you're going to just dab on around the Q-tip area, around the tear duct area here, okay? So I'm going to add a little bit on. Remember, I'm saying start off slowly, just a little tap, and then build up.
That's really good, isn't it? That's so
Now,
instant.
what you can also do is with the dry end of your Q-tip, you can just give it all a little smudge so it doesn't look too obvious. Now, can you see how that is just, it's just lifting my eye,
Making you look more awake.
making me look more right. I'm actually going to do it on this side as well. And this time I'm just going to give it a little pat in with my finger. Now I will have to apologise. I don't have a mirror as I'm doing my makeup, so forgive me if it doesn't look perfect. Now, what we're going to do, so this is my day eye, this is my evening look eye, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take this colour here, and remember, if you want to see this on lots of different skin tones, you can click the link above or click the link in this video, and you can see this on lots of different skin tones. And we're actually going to apply this under our brow bone here, just around where the arch is, okay?
That's the same one that we did in the corner. Same
Yes,
colour.
we're going to use this colour, slightly damp,
Bunny,
Sorry, we are live and we do have dogs. In a minute, she'll probably want picking up, so I'll probably end up doing my makeup,
Without a mirror.
teaching you with a dog in my hand. Arms. Okay, and then you're just going to give it a little blend. Now, can you see, when I've put the light colour here, it's intensified this darkness here, which in turn has made the eye look slightly more lifted and a bit more dramatic compared to this eye. So this is my day eye, this is my night eye. And you can see that this is looking more dramatic because I've used this shade here in the arch. And I've also used it underneath here. Okay, so that's pretty much an eye look done with this palette. Really, really easy. Let's see yours, Katie.
How well have I done without my
As
glasses
ever,
on?
amazing.
I've got a mirror though. But it does look nice, doesn't it?
Really pretty.
And I really like this corner.
I like the little glitter. And I would just take down a little bit more of your white inner corner there. So to do that, just, you can warm up. Yeah, warm up your fingers. So a really good tip for making your makeup look slightly more just lived in, so it doesn't look too, because we want to look a bit effortless, don't we? So warm up your fingers and then you can just pat in, and what that will do, it will just take down some of the eyeshadow and just make it look a bit more.
How's that a bit better?
Perfect.
Oh.
Absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
And that, do you know what, Katie? If you just turn slightly to the side, you can really see how this shade is hitting off your brow bone and giving you a really lovely eye lift.
Yeah, I like that.
Really, really lovely. Now, I'm just going to give mine a little bit of more of a squidge because I want my makeup to look kind of effortless and a bit kind of, I don't want to look too try hard.
God, my eyebrow looks higher.
Yeah, it does. That subtle bit of lift just there, really, really great. Right. Next up, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how we can use this palette as a little bit of a bronzer, a little bit of a blush, and a little bit of a highlighter. This is a done-in-one palette. So to do that, we're going to take a blush brush. Katie, can I use that one?
Yeah, of course.
You might need to...
Yeah, I'll use this one.
Use that one. Perfect. So you're going to take a brush like this. So it could be a blusher brush. I'd say a bronzing brush you could use, but if you're going to use that, use it all over, or you're going to have to squeeze it to get into the square. Okay, so we're going to use this bronzy colour here first. Tap on, tap off, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go from the kind of they're going to create a little bit of shading just around here. So imagine the top of your ear and you're going to go down into a C. So you're going to start here and you're going to go down. And the reason we do this is because we want most of the darkness around the edges of our face, and then it diffuses to nothing. Because when we have more darkness around the edges of our face, it actually chisels our face in and gives us a slightly more sculpted look, as opposed to putting the darkness here and then blending up.
Do you know, that's such a good tip that you told me, because from however long I can remember, I've always just gone in like that.
Yeah, so again, if you've got bronzers at home, try starting from the edges and going in. It creates a really, I think it gives more of a sculpted look.
It's just much softer, isn't it?
And you can see how I'm using the brush. I'm not splaying my brush like that on my hand because that's too heavy. Use your brush lightly. And again, you can use these tips, what I'm sharing with you with your makeup at home, and you can see I'm just fuzzing it.
It's nice.
Okay,
and soft,
can you
isn't
see?
it?
I mean, I'm actually going to blend that a little bit because where I'm showing you in a demo, I've put a little bit too much on maybe.
You've gone too far.
I've gone too far in life. But, you know, I'm showing you and I'm doing actions over and over so you can learn. But you can see, you know, I could get another brush and just give that a little blend.
Yeah, nothing's unfixable, is it?
No. Okay, so can you see?
I like that.
That is oh, Katie, that looks lovely.
Thank you.
That looks amazing.
See how much it's given me a cheekbone?
Yes.
Compared to that side.
Yes, dare I say, better than me.
Great teacher.
So you can see this is a side and then that's the side. I do need to blend it a little bit, but you'll have to forgive me because I'm not doing this with a mirror.
You're teaching me.
I'm teaching. Okay, so let's do the other side so you can see that again. So you're going to go from the outer corner. Imagine you're going to start at the top of your ear. Imagine you've got a big C that's going right like that, okay? So it's not going all the way around here. It's doing like you know, you're just drawing a C. And see how I use the brush? Little fuzzy motions. And what that does, when you do little fuzzy motions like this, it creates an instant diffused look as opposed to like a harsh line, because you want this to look really, really natural.
I think that's what people worry about with bronzer. It's going to look like a really harsh orange stripe.
Yeah.
But you want it to look soft, don't you?
You want it to look really soft. Now, if you're just joining for this live, I've used this palette on both eyes. This is my kind of more evening-y look, and this is my more day look. So I've used this colour, these 3 colours for my evening, and then I've just used those 2 colours for my day look. Katie, that looks amazing. You know what, where you're standing with that light, it really...
Don't make it about the light, it's my face.
It really does look amazing.
But I can't see myself, but it does look nice from the mirror.
Oh, it does. Turn to the side.
Turn to the left.
Yes.
You can really see the highlight.
Oh my gosh, I'm so, do you know what, I get so excited when I as a makeup artist, I get to handpick the products that you see on Beauty in the Boutique. I'm not paid to talk about anything. I don't get any brand deals. I've never accepted any money from anyone, so I can share with you what I truly believe in. I'm not saying I wouldn't believe in it if I did get paid, but I don't. Because I want to make sure that I'm sharing with you my handpicked must-haves, and I have to really believe in something to share it with you, because I have to buy it in personally, in bulk, and then it goes into our little warehouse and we pack it up and we send it to you.
Yeah.
So this really is handpicked and loved by me as a makeup artist with coming up to 25 years experience.
I know, and we still love everything, especially when we get to play with it.
Yeah, so seeing this, what I love on other people, it genuinely makes me really, really happy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we've created this lovely kind of little sort of sculpted look using the little bronzy shade. We could take a little bit round the corners of our forehead here. This is a really good technique if you've got a larger forehead.
I've got a tiny forehead.
No, so don't do it, Katie.
No, I'm not going to. No, stop.
Stop. If you've got a small forehead, you don't need to make it look smaller with this shade. I've got quite a big forehead, so I'm just going to shade the corners, okay?
It's just creating that illusion.
Just create, it just, you know, and that's why I wear my hair like that, because it sort of cuts into my forehead like that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this shade here.
Oh, which shade's that?
This dark shade, this brown shade.
Oh,
just a little bit under the chin. A little bit under the chin.
Little secret contouring.
Yeah, a little bit around the jawline.
God, this really is a one and
done,
done,
just
isn't
a little bit of a contour. Just, you know, let's strengthen up that jawline there. Okay, next up, we are going to clean off our brush. So again, a great tip if you are someone that doesn't have a lot of makeup brushes, then you simply get your microfiber cloth that you've probably got in your kitchen cupboard.
A clean one.
A clean one. Dust it off, make sure it's dry, dust it off, and then you have a clean brush that you can use again in your palette, because you don't want to mix all the colours. Not yet until the end. Okay, that's the really exciting bit. Now you're going to take the pink colour, okay? Again, if you've just joined, we're sharing this one and done makeover palette that does eyes, contour, cheeks, glow. And if you want to, I've made a really detailed how-to video on this, and you can see it on the link. There's a link above, there's a link in this video, and you can also see this on different skin tones. This is shade pink that we're using. There is another shade in shade peach. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this pink shade, okay, there. Now we're going to tap off on the back of our hands. Now this time we're going to smile. And when we smile, this is the apple of our cheek here. We want to go right on the edge of the apple, okay? So you could almost do it by going down from your iris. That would give you the edge there. And you're just going to delicately sweep a pop of pink right on the edge of your cheekbone. Nice. Now, how's that for a bit of ease? Katie looks amazing.
So nice.
That looks really good. Look.
I've got no words.
I mean, Doesn't that look? Oh, I'm sorry, but like, really
love when we
good.
always get really
I know.
excited
I was
about-
like, bloody hell,
Yeah,
that
we
looks
do
really
know these
good.
products, but
Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so you're going to go down from your iris. Another way of looking at it is if you smile, right on the edge of your cheeky apple hair.
the world smiles with you.
Tap in, tap off, build up the colour. Look how easy that is.
Oh, I love that.
Is that not the cutest little palette ever? I mean, you could take this on holiday with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it would, yeah, really delicately. Sweep on mascara, put on your lipstick. I'm like, bung on your mascara,
Slap it on.
put lipstick on. You're done. Seriously, this is like one and done palette. This is so good.
It's almost like fussed out the pores on my cheeks.
Yeah, it does
You know,
that
like
as
it's
well.
given a bit of a blend.
Yeah. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I might just build up that pink a little bit more. I like pink cheeks on me. I know it's not for everyone, but I really like pink on my
I think
cheeks.
it makes your skin look really youthful
Yeah,
when you have a
it's
bit of
just
pink on your
like
cheeks.
girly and, well, I'm wearing pink. I mean, what does that
We're
say?
big pink
I'm
fans.
wearing pink with a bird on me. You know, if that doesn't say girly, I don't know what does. Okay, so now we're gonna take off. So again, if you don't have loads of brushes at home, get your microfiber cloth. Clean your brushes with your microfiber. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're actually going to use all of the palette. We're going to sweep round clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay,
Exciting.
there you go. Going to tap off on the back of our hand, and then we're just going to apply this kind of along the top of our cheekbone area. And now
That's
you're
giving
going to
a bit depth,
see,
isn't it?
now you're going to see the glow. Look as sorry, I'm looking like a weirdo going, look at the glow. But I have to do that so you see the glow. But look, can you see? It's created this glow to the top of the cheekbone.
Oh
and
my
that's
goodness.
what gives you that really gorgeous, lifted, sculpted look. Really easily. So if you're someone that's like, oh, I've never been able to master contouring, this makes it so easy. Let's do it again on the other side. Swirl, swirl, tap off. Tops of the cheekbones, very lightly. You don't have to spray the brush, very lightly.
It's just literally tickling the top of
Tickle
it.
the tickle the tops of your cheekbones.
Tickle your cheekbones.
Tickle your cheekbones.
Oh.
Whoever is giving us little thumbs up and hearts, we really appreciate, because it's quite nerve-wracking coming on here live. So when we see people react
Yeah,
and
it's
give us
really
little
nice. Gives us a
reactions, it makes us feel really,
bit of a confidence
yeah,
boost.
a bit of a boost. Okay, let's build up a bit. Okay, now we could stop there and be like, right, this is our palette. We have done Katie. That looks incredible. So Katie's done a more evening look on this side on her eye using this. And then on the other eye, she's done more of a day look, like I've done. So I've done an evening look and a day look.
But how good is it?
I
look?
mean, absolutely amazing. Bloody amazing. Okay, what we're going to do now is, now, if you were like, okay, I've built up my confidence with this palette. Now, let's bring it home.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, England. Let's bring it home. Not just for the Euros, but for this palette. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a small brush like this, dab into the pearly shade, tap off. Then, very delicately, we're going to just put a little bit right on the top of our cheekbone, just on the corner. Blend with your finger. Now this is if you were just feeling that little bit extra confident and you were like, today I'm giving myself cheekbones.
Yeah.
Hello. Look, and then take it round here. Follow the C. Look, can you see? I'm hoping you can see.
That looks
as you move your
so
face,
nice. Let me see it on you.
depending on where you are with the light. I'm in natural light at the moment. Can you see as I move like this? This is how, you know, when you move your face as you're talking, this is what people see. They'll just see that light hit off the cheekbone and your cheekbone will look higher. So I've done it on this side.
You can see it.
You can, can't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it again on the other side. Just very delicately. You don't want to do it too much. Then you might be like, right, I'm feeling really confident now. So now I'm going to do a little bit down the center of my nose. Don't do it on the tip, just here. I'm going to do a little bit down the center of my nose. Chisel my nose. Then, do you know what I'm going to do next, Katie?
I don't know where you're going.
We don't know. We don't know. Next, I'm going to take this colour, dab into the centre of my lower lip.
Was that the pearly colour again?
The pearly colour.
Yeah.
Very delicately, because what I want to do is, by making this area of my lip, the centre of the lower lip, look slightly paler with just a little bit of the iridescence, it's going to make my lips look kind of fuller. Do the top as well. Smudge.
I'm going to look at you.
And what that does is it makes my lipstick look a bit more natural, which I like, but it makes your centre of your lips look diffused, like there's a diffused light there. And what that does is when the middle of your lip is slightly lighter, it makes your lips look slightly more bee-stungy and more kind of fuller.
God, that's some good stuff.
That looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, really.
Done it.
Done it, mate.
Done it, mate. We've really got to learn to speak
Properly.
Okay, could take a little bit of this. Then we could just dust this on the top of our Cupid's bow. And that, just as you move your face, just gonna push that Cupid's bow out. Make your lips look a bit fuller there. Can you see? It's just enhanced the Cupid's bow. Now, all of this from this, but I am feeling a bit uneven because I feel like I need to just make this eye look the same as this eye. So because what I was doing earlier, if you've only just joined, is I was making this like my day eye and this like my evening eye. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to just show you how easy it is to create that evening look again.
Oh, I'm doing that too.
So tap into the dark, tap off on the back of your hand, pinky finger, this is your stabilizer, put into the middle of your socket. Now, if you're like, where do I put this to give myself the best eye lift? When you've got mascara on, see where your lashes hit. And if you put that slightly darker colour than your skin tone just above where your lashes hit, that will give you a really, really cool eye lift. Let me show you.
It's such a nice colour.
Start in the middle and then you can go backwards and forwards with your product. Whereas if you start kind of here, you don't have as much space to move with. Okay, you can see you can build it up. So I've done it quite lightly there. I'm going to build it up a bit higher. Sorry, a bit darker. Sorry, the thing is, when you're live, I muddle my words.
But there's lots to think about.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about. Oh, what to think about. Wow. That, and then you could stop there, or you could take a little bit underneath the lower lash line.
Oh, yeah, I like that little smoky.
That's really nice. That gives a little smokiness. And then, can you see, it just really highlights your eye colour.
Yeah, whatever eye colour
Yeah.
you have, it still makes them like, has a diffused
Yeah.
look, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that.
Now, dare I say, Katie,
Please dare.
if you really wanted to go even further with this palette, can you believe you could go further with this?
I don't know where you're
Right,
going.
I mean,
Where are you going?
Do you have socks on today?
Yes,
I'm about to blow them off.
I'm ready.
Like R2-D2 in the background. Okay, so what we're gonna do, so we had our little glass of water for our makeup brushes, dip them in, because this is a great tip for home. When you wet a makeup brush, don't make sure it's not really wet going into your palette, but you know, dry it off a little bit on the back of your hand or a microfiber cloth. So when it's damp, you're now going to use your colours in a different way, because it's going to transfer your colours in a way that makes them look more intense. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to intensify that crease. And when we intensify the crease, it makes the lift look higher and more dramatic. Okay.
You get to choose the intensity.
You get to choose the intensity. So this is like a really good one. Like if you really want, you know, if you're going, I mean, I'm saying if you go on a night out, but if we've been, when did we last go on a night out, Katie?
I went out last week, so.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Oh, just the city.
Just to the city. Were you like Carrie?
No, all I kept thinking was, what time am I going to get home?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my Bunny! Bunny! Sorry, Bunny isn't a rabbit. Bunny is my dog. I'm going to have to lift her up. We're going to have to lift Bunny up.
Come on, Bunny.
Okay, so you can see, now I've made it wetter, it's a little bit more intense. But talk about an easy palette. Again, you could be going, can we just appreciate Bunny's hair?
She's just had a haircut.
I mean, would you like me to show you my dogs? Because they've just had their hair done and
So
they
they're
look
looking very
so
cute.
cute. Okay. I'll just finish telling you about this.
Yes.
Get me in.
That's more important.
Sorry. No, just quickly. This is a palette that you could take on holiday. It's like easy. Right,
Let's
enough
get to
said
dogs.
about that. Let's get on to dogs. Okay. So, right, I'm going to introduce you to my little dogs, because I have 5 dogs, 3 cats, and then I think we might have another little rescue dog on the way.
You take this one first, I'll get the next one.
So this is Bunny. Okay. Bunny, I've grown her hair out, okay? So just let's appreciate her ears, okay? Because how cute is her ears? Oh, someone wants to join our video. Oh no, they've just signed off. Amy, you can come back and join. Look, so this is Bunny. I'm now going to show you Bam Bam. Now, Bam Bam, I did his hair different. So Bam Bam has little pigtails in. So he's got little pom-poms. This is Bam Bam. Bam Bam is a little poodle. Now we've got, oh, Bunny was a poodle as well. Bonbon! Oh, he's here. He's here. Let me get Bonbon. He's on the sofa. Bonbon! He's here, Katie. Oh, we've got Bambi. Now Bambi, okay, let me show you Bambi. He's so cute. Now I have to give you a little heads up, because Bambi, look, how cute. Hi.
See ya.
Okay.
Dog number 3.
Okay, so Bambi.
got
Oh,
him.
come here, Bobby. Come here. Come here, Bambi. This is Bambi. He's a little bit nervous for the camera. You're nervous, Bobby. Oh, you know why? Because he likes to be held like a baby, like this. So I'll hold him like this, or he won't look round. Bambi, show everyone your little face, because you look really cute. Look. Look. I asked for, so with his hair, oh, Bunny's getting jealous. With his hair, we've gone for a little bob. Okay, little bob. I'm gonna show you Bonbon. Do you want to get Binky Boo?
I'll get
I'm saving Binky Boo till last. Wait until you see Binky Boo's hair. It's amazing. So this is Bonbon. Now with Bonbon's hair, we've kept it quite. God, I sound like such a loser. I can't believe what I'm saying. With Bonbon's hair, we've kept it quite short. So he's got the little short haircut. Now, let me get Binky Boo, because Binky Boo, okay, so when we got Binky Boo was born fairly blind, deaf, and she has neurological issues. So we didn't know what we were getting when we were getting Binky Boo. We hadn't even seen a picture, but we were like, we will have her. We don't care, we will look after Binky Boo, because I have a blind cat, and I was like, I love looking after the ones that no one wants. Okay, please. Hi. Is this? I mean, come on. She's a little bit blind, so she can't appreciate how beautiful she looks. But is this not the cutest hair ever? I mean, I'll be honest. We've dyed her white. She used to be all pink, but we've dyed her not
She's actually
really.
a unicorn.
No, she's actually like dog friendly hair dye, so it's very gentle. And she can see a little bit, but she is quite blind. And she's a lovely, sensitive girl. But do you know what? When we gave her this hair colour, because she loves attention, when she goes for a walk, because she's quite blind and deaf, she loves people stopping, and she loves to smell them because it's more sensory for her, and she loves a little stroke. So when we actually dyed her hair, it encourages more people to stop and give her attention, because that's what makes her really happy.
It makes people smile, doesn't it?
And also it makes people smile, and I just think so that's all 5 of them, and they're all called names with the letter B, because that way when I call one dog, they all come up, or they all run at once, because I don't just want one dog, you know, if I'm speaking to them, I need all of them with me. So we've got Binky Boo, we've got Bunny, and then we've got Bonbon, Bam Bam, and Bambi. And the cats are Raggy, Naboo, and Milton. I won't get them on camera because they're probably really
Just someone outside.
Just someone outside. Anyway, that's our little live. Sorry, if you want to find out about this, there is a link below. This is what we're wearing. We've just done a whole demo on it. This is shade pink. You can see.
Amazing.
Sorry, yeah, I've used it so it doesn't look very neat, but it is. And it gives a really lovely radiance. Oh, Bunny's barking at the people outside. Anyway, sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for watching. We've rabbited on.
Sorry.
But I wanted to share the little dogs with you because they were with us today. Anyway, lots of love. See you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.